What's up everybody, my name's Fox and today we're going to be going over the recently released patch notes and upcoming content for the 1.3 release patch in Genshin Impact, as well as my thoughts on everything coming to the game. Before we start that though, I'd like to say that I stream Mondays and Fridays over on Twitch and currently have a huge raffle going on with some great prizes throughout the month of February. So if you're looking to come and hang out, have some fun, and maybe win some cool prizes, come check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/foxplays and on Discord. Links are in the description below. Alright, so, All That Glitters, version 1.3 update notice. Dear travelers, to ensure all travelers have the best possible Genshin Impact experience, our developers will soon begin performing update maintenance. After this is complete, the game will update to a new version, version 1.3. After travelers install the new game client, they will be able to continue playing. It's recommended to install the update over Wi-Fi owing to the large file size. For those of you that don't know, the game's update, patch 1.3, is around 8 gigabytes, so if you're going to play it on mobile, make sure that you download it over Wi-Fi. Otherwise, you might run into some data issues, and yeah, you don't want to go over your data plans. While the update maintenance is in progress, travelers will be unable to log into the game. It's going to take about 5 hours. We're going to be getting, yeah, you can preload the patch right now. So if you haven't done that, at least on PC, go preload it. It took me maybe about 2 minutes, and it'll definitely be a lot more time once it drops. So if you haven't done that, go do that right now. iOS, Android, PS4, same deal. You just got to go update. Again, the patch is going to take about 5 hours, so 60 Primo Gems per hour. It's going to be 300. So for those of you that just started playing the game, get to Adventure Rank 5. For those of you that don't know, if you're not Adventure Rank 5 yet, you cannot claim these Primo Gems. They will not send these Primo Gems to anyone under Adventure Rank 5. This is a little bit after reaching the town of Mondstadt, so if you've already hit that and you're still at Adventure Rank 4 or Adventure Rank 3 even, go open a few chests, do some quests. 300 Primo Gems is a really nice thing, and definitely something that all of you out there who are free to play especially could definitely use. Next part of this. New character, 5-star character, Vigilant Yaksha Zhao, Animo unit. He is the unit that we all have seen. We're all salivating over him. If you don't know, he is a polearm user, which we only have 3 polearm users in the game so far. Zhangling, who's a 4-star pyro, and Zhongli, who is a 5-star geo lancer. So if you haven't gotten Zhongli and you want a good DPS for your team, or if you're just starting out and you want to get a really good unit that can burst through all this content, Zhao is going to be your guy. Not only can he use a skill that allows him to quickly deal damage to enemies with Swirl, but he has a burst called Bane of All Evil, where he puts on a mask and it allows him to jump really high and do plunge damage, which is one of the best things in the game. There's some videos on YouTube and online of him just absolutely dominating some of the content in this game with his plunge attacks. So if you're looking for a really good DPS unit, Zhao is the way to go. You're also going to have some really good units on his banner, so even if you aren't summoning for Zhao, you've got Diona, a Cryo Shield healer, Uncrowned Lord of the Ocean Beto, who's a great counter and one of the best Electro units in the game, and you've got Blazing Rift Xinyan, which I don't personally use, but I know a lot of people use her, especially in Dragonspine Mountain, where you've got to eliminate some of those Cryo Shields. So definitely a really, really good banner. Definitely, like, I would recommend summoning on this over some of the other banners, just because all of those units are top tier. Definitely would take them. The next part of this, rate boosted characters, 5-star character Driving Thunder Keqing. Keqing, for those of you that know me, I have wanted to get Keqing for the longest time, so I will probably be dropping quite a bit on this. I cannot wait for that. She is going to be available on the 17th, so it's going to be after Zhao's banner ends. One of the interesting things, though, is that Keqing, she has been in the game since day 1, so a lot of people have already had a chance to get her. As you can see, they are going to be putting some other really good 4-star units on this, though. We're going to get Ningguang, who's one of the best DPS Geo units in the game. By far, one of the best characters. I use her on my team. I upgraded her, and she deals just as much damage, if not more sometimes, than some of my 5-star characters, which I've built extensively. We also get Bennett, who is one of the best buffers and healers in the game. A lot of people say that he's actually better than Diluc. And we get Shining Idol Barbara, who you do get her for free. They have given her quite a bit, but Barbara's awesome in the fact that she is probably the best dedicated healer in the game. For being a 4-star, she's super easy for getting a C6, which is Constellation 6. Getting her at C6 means that you basically get a free revive. You don't have to use food, it just automatically, if you die, she revives you. So if you haven't had a chance, or if you're just missing one, definitely try and summon that Barbara, because she is a great unit to have for Spiral Abyss. Also, are going to get some new equipment banners. We get the new Primordial Jade Cutter, a 5-star sword, Staff of Homa, which is going to be one of the best staffs in the game, Lithic Spear, which is a 4-star polearm, and Lithic Blade, which is a 4-star claymore. Now, I don't think the Lithic series has been introduced to the game, so these new weapons, they are all new. With this current banner though, I don't think that we are going to get the Staff of Homa right away. During the Event Wish Epitome Invocation, the exclusive 5-star sword Primordial Jade Cutter and 5-star polearm Primordial Jade Winged Spear, which is Zhao's preferred spear currently in the game. The Staff of Homa might overtake that. Will have their wish drop rates greatly increased. For those of you that don't know, on the weapon banner, summoning 80 times guarantees you to get a 5-star weapon. So with those rate ups, if you're looking to get a really good staff, I would definitely say either hold off to get the Staff of Homa once it comes out, because that thing is its best, or you could summon for the Jade Cutter, which is probably one of the best swords in the game. Scales off HP, gives you crit rate, it's a beast. Moving on to the new events, take part in version 1.3's flagship event, Lantern Rites, for the chance to obtain a free 4-star leeway character of your choice. So from the 10th of February to the 28th, so we get a good 18 days of this event, you not only do not need original resin, so this event, you can get a 4-star character without spending a single resin. During the event period, travelers can claim a 4-star leeway character of their choice in Stand By Me. Complete challenges in Theater Mechanicus to obtain peace talismans, which can be spent in the Zhao market on rewards, including Crown of Insight, which is needed for those level 10 character talents, so just collect them, you need them. And a new name card style, Celebration Lantern Light, which I'm looking forward to those. I actually really like those name card styles. Makes it really pop out against other travelers in the game. Moving on, All That Glitters, Duration, the origin of the lanterns. So this is all just telling you you're going to need to gain lanterns from the 10th to the 28th. That is going to be for the Lantern Rites. So you're going to be able to get Primo Gems and all those rewards. Theater Mechanicus, unlock criteria, the origin of lanterns, so you're going to have to complete 2 quests. Each attempt at the Theater Mechanicus costs 1 Zhao lantern, regardless of whether or not the challenge is successful. Ooh, okay. That's pretty interesting. So we are not gated by resin, but we are going to be gated by whether or not we can succeed. Zhao lanterns can be crafted at the crafting bench and require crafting materials that can be gained by obtaining gathering plants and ore, or by defeating specified enemies. Yeah, definitely get up your DPS units, get a good healer in there just in case. And watch some videos. Progressing through the stages of the Festival Fever unlocks new maps, new mechanici. I'm going to say mechanics there, they probably misspelled that. Higher upgrade levels and increased difficulty levels. Okay, so maybe we have to progress through the stages to get higher levels and difficulty. That's pretty interesting. Progressing through the stages of the Festival Fever unlocks new Theater Mechanicus challenges. Complete them to win peace talismans. The Stand By Me event starts on the 10th of February and goes up through the 7th of March. Reach the Festival Fever stage Glow of 1,000 Lanterns and spend 1,000 peace talismans, which is going to be the currency for this event, in Stand By Me to receive one of the following 4-star characters. So you're going to be able to choose Zhang Ling, Xinyan, Beidou, Ningguang, Xingqiu, or Chongyun. So you've got some really good characters to pick from. I'm sure there's going to be a list that comes out. Honestly, you can't really go wrong with any of them. Ningguang is definitely a top tier DPS. Beto's a great character if you want some good support DPS. Xingqiu for support, Chongyun for support, Xiangling for support, Xinyan for defense. Oh yeah. You can't really go wrong with pulling any of these characters. Whichever you end up needing or end up thinking looks cool, definitely go for it. Not an event to miss out on. Next up, login event. May fortune find you. Now I'm so happy that they're bringing back these login events. Log in on 7 days throughout this 15-day period, and you will receive 10 intertwined fates. Now, what's impressive on this is that the intertwined fates, if you get all 10, those fates can be used on the new banner, the Zhao banner, or you can save them for upcoming rate-up banners on the special characters. During the event, log in 7 days in total to receive intertwined fate times 10, which is so nice, and other rewards. We're going to be able to get Mora, Intertwined Fates, Mystic Enhancement, or Hero's Wits, so you're going to be able to get quite a bit. That is really good. 5 Flushes of Fortune. This event is going to be running concurrent with some of the other ones. This is actually going to be the first one that we get. During the event, travelers can claim a curious camera from Ji Tong. Equip the camera and take pictures of specific targets to obtain photos of different colors. Collect photos of 5 different colors and exchange them for Fortune Trove to obtain Primo Gems, Hero's Weight, Mystic Enchantment Ores, and other rewards. So this is going to be nice. It's going to be more free stuff that we get. I'm super happy about that. Unfortunately, MiHoYo is not putting out new land masses for 1.3, but at the very least, we are going to be getting new quests. Moving on to new quest lines, we're going to be getting some new story quests. This one's going to be for Zhao. This is going to be the one that everybody can access. So for those of you that want to be able to play Zhao, but don't necessarily know if you want to summon for him, this is going to give you a chance to use him outside of the trial runs. They also go on to state that more story quests are on the way, so stay tuned. We also are getting new world quests. A total of 26 festival world quests will become available over the course of the Lantern Rite event, accessible from Lantern Rite Tales on the events menu. So that's going to be really good. We also get a further world quest. Bowkeeper Dainsleif will also be added. So we're finally going to be able to get some new information on Dainsleif. For those of you that don't know, Dainsleif, they've put out a couple trailers, they've put out some information on him, but Dainsleif, or Dainsleif, looks to be a really cool character. Nobody quite knows anything about him yet, so we're really looking forward to that. Other new content, gameplay-wise, we're going to be getting some new monsters. We've got the Geovishap and the Primo Geovishap. These are going to be some really cool open-world bosses that bring in some new mechanics and challenge us a little bit more. I, for one, am super looking forward to fighting them. New gadgets. Parametric Transformer. Enhancement material can be converted into character EXP material, character level up material, and weapon ascension material by placing them in the Parametric Transformer to undergo transmutation. So with this, we're going to be able to transform our materials that we're not using into stuff that we can, such as character EXP, level up, or weapon ascension materials. It looks like we are going to have to convert them using some type of transmutation nuclide, so we're going to be gathering Dust of Azoth, which I believe is going to be dropping from these Geovishaps. So we're definitely going to have to kill a lot of them if you're looking to transform your enhancement materials. New recipes. We're going to be getting Full Moon Egg, Vegetarian Abalone, and Stone Harbor Delicacies. Now, for those of you that have said it before, there are currently no vegetarian methods to revive your character. So hopefully this Vegetarian Abalone will be something that all you vegetarians out there can enjoy and make sure that your characters aren't breaking those rules. System-wise, we're going to be getting quite a few new overhauls. Archive Edition Living Beings is going to allow us to see all the creatures that we've killed, as well as things that we've found, such as those butterflies, the fireflies, the crystal and anemo flutterfly things. I don't know. New conversion function on Crafting Bench. Combining some character ascension materials with Dust of Azoth will let you create different elemental typings. So we'll be able to swap say fire gems, we'll be able to swap the pyro gems over to a hydro gem, which will be really nice for those of you that want to be able to run a specific type of boss and just convert the material later. If you're having problems beating the Oceanid, well, now you don't have to go kill it a whole bunch more just to get those elemental materials. Traveler's profile page now includes achievement progress and character showcase. So that's going to be pretty cool. I'm waiting to see what that looks like though. And finally, number 4, controller support has been added to iOS. Anybody who is on iOS, update to version 14 or above, and you will be able to finally play with an Xbox controller, Xbox Elite wireless controller, PlayStation DualShock 4, or some other maybe MOBA-esque controllers. Oh, finally we're getting that controller support that we've been asking for since the game released. Number 5, on the weapon enhancement screen, holding the selected material will add it rapidly. A quick delete function has been added to the mailbox. This does not delete unread mails or mail with unclaimed attachments, but you'll finally be able to clear out that mailbox for everybody that's been having to go through every single mail after they've claimed whatever rewards you got. New photography method has been added for PS4 versions, so for those of you that are looking to take photos on the PS4, you'll be able to save it to your PS4's local storage in a single action, so that's pretty cool. More adjustments and optimization. We're going to be getting the next round of buffs for Zhongli. For those of you that didn't know, Zhongli when he came out seemed super underpowered, people complained about it, and MiHoYo finally said, alright, we're gonna buff him. If you have Zhongli and you go to use his shield, not only will you use his shield, but it will create another stone steel. So that means you can have 2 on the field at any given time and you can create that shield, which is going to be really nice because now you can get those damage and a shield up at the same time. So good for blocking attacks, good for climbing, good for making a shield, all around a great buff. Before, it was based off of his max HP, did not tell you how much, and it only absorbed 250% geo damage. Now it's 150% to all elements and physical damage, which is going to be absolutely amazing. Going on, characters protected by the Jade Shield will decrease the elemental and physical resistance of opponents in a small AoE by 20%. We don't know how big this AoE is yet, but reducing their all elemental resistance and all physical resistance is going to be great. We also are able to deal AoE geo damage, which we were able to do before, and if there are nearby targets within the geo element, it will drain a large amount of geo element from the maximum of 2 such targets. So you put out one of those geo constructs and it's going to start draining energy, giving you more. This is just going to let you be able to cast Zhongli's ultimate quite a bit more. For those of you that have a C2 Zhongli, he's also going to be getting a buff to his C2. Dominance of Earth. Before, it boosted his planet befall damage by 33% of his max HP. Now, we are not only going to be getting a boost to that planet befall, but C2 now increases his normal attack, charged attack, plunging, and stone steel resonance. So really nice. Boost to his C2 makes him an overall great DPS unit as well. For those of you that got C2, congratulations, you're getting some really nice buffs. Optimizes Mona's talent Illusory Torrent. When Mona is hit, she can use Illusory Torrent more quickly, as is the case with sprinting for other characters. So you're going to be able to use her dash action a little bit faster now, anytime she gets hit, which that's pretty nice. Adds new idle animation for Kaya. Optimizes Zhongli's animation under weapons on character screens. Number 5, resolves issues with aiming mode for bow-wielding characters when obstacles are present nearby, such as characters shaking and off-center shots. Number 6, optimizes precision when firing shots at moving targets. Number 7, resolves issues of shaky clothing movements when some characters perform actions such as walking, attacking, skill casting, and sitting. Going on to monster adjustments. Looks like the Dendro Slime will no longer make you enter combat when it's super far away, which I'm glad. We needed that. System-wise, we've got some updates to the Spiral Abyss. The monsters on floor 12 of the Spiral Abyss are having some updates. No longer will this floor have a ley line disorder. It's going to be a normal floor, which I think that might be one of the few floors where it's just normal. Starting from the first time that this lunar phase refreshes, after updating to version 1.3, the 3 lunar phases will be as follows. Phase 1. When active character's HP is less than 70%, attack is increased by 20% and attack speed is increased by 15%. That's pretty nice. When active character's HP is less than 35%, they are under the protection of a shield. Crit rate is also increased by 20% and crit damage is increased by 40%. This is pretty nice because that means as soon as this drops, we're going to have some really nice bonuses to our damage, to our crit rate, to our survivability in floor 12. Hopefully, for those of you that are struggling with floor 11-2, go watch some videos, clear it, and then we should be able to clear floor 12 relatively easy. Phase 2, a charge will accumulate every 10 seconds, with a maximum of 3 existing at one time. If the active character's HP is less than 50%, they will consume a charge when they hit an opponent to create an unstable energy orb at the opponent's position. This orb will explode after 1 second, and only one of them can be created every 2 seconds. So we're going to get some explosions going on, which is nice. The only thing is if the character's HP is less than 50%, so probably not going to be doing a whole lot. If you're getting hit too much on floor 12, you're probably not surviving very well, so maybe get a healer in there with a shield might benefit you a little bit more than this. But phase 3, when the active character's HP is less than 50%, okay, again we're going with the less than 50%, they gain a 2% bonus damage for 10 seconds after hitting an opponent. This effect can be stacked up to 10 times for a maximum of 20%. And each character in the party will have their own independent stacks and durations. Each time the stack count or duration of this effect resets, there's a 50% chance to release an energy blast. An energy blast can be triggered once every 10 seconds. So looks like we're going to be building up some attack and doing some energy blasts. So pretty nice. Deletes chats that will not appear in the chat list. For those of you that didn't know, sometimes the chats come back and they are pretty annoying. Number 3, optimizes display order of chat columns. After entering Teams setup in co-op mode, the chat column will automatically switch to Teams columns, so no longer will you have to worry about sending a message to the wrong person. Optimizes the display hierarchy when there are multiple overlapping icons on the map. Number 5, optimizes UI transparency on mobile devices upon entering aiming mode in the Spiral Abyss. Optimizes the camera gadget for the PS4 version. You're going to be able to take better photos. From version 1.3 onwards, extra fragile resin rewards will be included in the Battle Pass system. Oh yes, finally. So for those of you that buy the Battle Pass, you will be able to get more of the fragile resin. Anytime you use a fragile resin, you get 60 resin. So you're going to be able to get, from Battle Pass level 5, you'll get 1 fragile resin every 10 BP levels, or a total of, that means 4. So you're going to be able to get 4 fragile resin throughout the course of the BP period. So not a whole lot, but it's definitely pretty nice to be able to get a total of 240 extra resin just for doing the Battle Pass. The original rewards of the Mystic Enchantment ore provided at these BP levels will be added to the rewards of the other BP levels instead, and the total quantity of Mystic Enchantment ore that can be obtained from these BP systems will not change. So pure buff right there. Pure buff to the Battle Pass. We are getting nothing but good stuff coming from that Battle Pass. Number 8, removes the delete button from the portable waypoint interface of the open world map. Now, I don't know if this means that they're going to have other ways of us changing it, but at the very least, we're not going to be able to delete it from the map. So if you place it down, you'll have it there for a week. Number 9, optimizes the size of the wind glider in the dressing room. Number 10, when using a controller, improves the refresh rate when switching between tabs in the Paimon's Bargain section of the shop. I didn't realize that was an issue. Number 11, optimize the experience of moving the crosshair in aiming mode when the frame rate is low. Now, onto the audio interface optimizations. Not only are we going to have some reverb effect for internal monologues, so you can kind of tell that they're not talking loud, but we're going to be able to have new Chinese and Japanese voiceovers, as well as some audio effects for mobile and PC versions, so pretty nice. Some other adjustments that we're going to get, the Geo-Elemental Resonance Enduring Rock. Original effect was increases attack damage by 15% when you were protected by a shield. Now, not only are we going to get that damage increase, it also increases the shield strength by 15%, and dealing damage to enemies will decrease their Geo resistance by 20%. So if you're running Geo characters like Zhongli, Albedo, or even Ningguang, this is going to be really good if you want some high damage attacks. Number 2, Geoshield balance adjustments. Geoshields are adjusted from having a 250% geo absorption to having a 150% physical damage and elemental absorption. So this is pretty nice, actually. Noelle, Zhongli, and Geo Crystals dropped by Geo Visup hatchlings. So we're getting a little bit of a decrease in terms of geo damage, but not many enemies are dropping geo-specific crystals, so really it's pretty good. We're going to get a physical damage decrease, so that's going to apply to all elements. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty fair trade-off. Number 3, amends the tab for the standard Wish Wanderlust invocation. Only the tab has been changed. The Wish contents and rules remains unchanged, so we're going to be getting a new tab. Number 4, optimizes item source description for Mistgrass Pollen, Mistgrass, and Mistgrass Wicks. So for those of you that are going out and killing the Electro-Sisson mages or the Cryo-Sisson mages, you're going to be able to see that the Mistgrass Pollen, Mistgrass, and Mistgrass Wick drop from them. Adjusts descriptions for the material Fragile Bone Shard, Sturdy Bone Shard, and Fossilized Bone Shard, and adds their sources. So you're going to know that they drop from the Vishaps. Number 6, adds a description for the rules of elemental orb drops in the test run event. The actual mechanics in-game are not affected by this, so for those of you doing the test runs and trial runs, you'll be able to know exactly where the elemental orbs drop from. So that's pretty nice. Overall, we're getting a lot of new content with this, and I'm really looking forward to all the new stuff coming in this update.